Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
I want to get back to Cara. I want to get some of your get back to our guests, you know what I mean? Because you are
I'm
here.
having a great time.
And we loving the vibes. Tell me, did you watch the Kanye doc, or what are some of your musical inspirations? You could speak on either of those.
Gangsta Boo.
Hey.
When I was growing up, I was going through like a lot of situations that most kids don't go through, such as consistent calls from your family that there's home invasions happening and stuff like that. So stuff like that, especially when you're that young, it gets to you. And it wasn't just that, there were a few other things. So all of that accumulated, and I started to feel really low. And I didn't know how to express the way I was feeling because I had never heard anyone talk about the things I was experiencing, such as being around hydro weed all the time and experiencing, crazy situations. And when I started to listen to Gangsta Boo and 3-6 Mafia, and I was even listening to like SPM back in the day, but like especially Gangsta Boo because she's a female.
South Park Mexican.
Yeah.
For those that don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I was just
Free
a
SPM.
kid, but the reason that resonated with me, especially Lola, as a female, from female to female, especially Lola, but everything, especially like also just 3-6 Mafia as a whole, man, all that shit really hits me hard, man. And the reason for that is a great example is what my brother said when they were on Versus. Me and my brother were watching together because this was our shit.
Hell yeah.
So
we always watching. Yeah.
So we were actually watching together. He was in, Texas, and I was in California, but we were on the phone.
Oh, I feel
And he said, I can't watch this anymore because this is so like important to me that everyone that I used to listen to this with is dead now.
Oh.
So I can't do it. So he said, I can't, like, I got to turn it off.
I feel that.
And it hit home with me too, because I kind of didn't think about it, and then I was into it. Like I was listening, like I was going hard with 3-6. They were killing it. They're whipping everyone's ass. And then afterwards, the next day, I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, I was like, that resonates with me too, because my girl, I used to listen to Gangsta Boo with my girl Amber when I was like 14. She's the girl I did acid with the first, I did acid with her and her only. I've never done acid only with Amber. And we used to go hard. We used to like just, not with guys, just we were being gangsters in our own right. Just doing our own shit, being gangsta. We weren't like hanging out with guys. And
See, I told
that's
Johnny.
how we were coping with our childhoods, though, by being tough about it. And what happened was she killed herself. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, shout out to Amber. But I was thinking about it, and I was like,
Shout out.
Brian was right. My brother was right. Like, that stuff goes back so hard with us that, the people that we were around aren't here anymore. But that's let me say something positive, though.
Right.
But see, that's not a negative with the music. I was just saying how far back in the day.
I feel it.
How far back in the day, the music inspires me, is what I was trying to resonate by saying all that. But the music is positive because what it does is it takes those experiences and it turns it into art. And that is a positive for people. And that you can resonate with. That you can turn those instances into an artistic expression and relay it to people who've never been around it, which you don't need them to understand, but at least you're getting it out of your system and expressing it. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
In a very, I mean, I know it makes sense. I just wanted to make sure I said it right.
Rest in peace, Lord Infamous.
And so, to answer your question, Lola right here is one of my hugest inspirations.
Well, salute to her and salute to you.
Thank you for having me.
Because that energy you bringing and that passion that you got, you gonna get it. Whatever you want,
She can't.
I see it.
To final that up, I didn't really say that. What I was so low and so down that when I heard it, it lifted me up. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm listening to stuff that I'm experiencing and I'm hearing it from someone else. And now I can do this. Now I can be strong. Now I can be powerful and I can get through anything.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.